Okay, as most of you know, I was unlawfully arrested April 11th of 2025, case number CR34, if anybody wants to, 2534, if anybody wants to look it up in Craig County, Oklahoma. Anyway, my dad has recently started talking about it, and he has heard the audio. He saw my bruises firsthand. He saw me in the hospital. He has watched me struggle this past year. This is really happening to human beings, innocent human beings, mind you. I called for help, and law enforcement officers nearly offed me in my yard. And if it was not witnessed by Andrew and he did not beg them to get off of me while he was cuffed, mind you, and arrested 10 days later for obstruction, I would not be here. I would not be here, George Floyd style. And then while they're sticking their hand in my mouth, I wonder if they're out here rugging people. That's what I wonder. But anyway, after the protective order hearing where Judge Landers refused to look at photo evidence of continued stalking and harassment, and it was denied, my dad had an emotional outburst in court and then wanted to go and talk to the sheriff. After that, I have tried to talk to the sheriff for a year. We were there sitting there waiting for a while. Sheriff comes out with an attitude from the very beginning, and I'm just sitting there, and he's like, "You can come back here. But you can't record back here." First of all, that is a violation of our First Amendment, and it is the third time that has happened. Andrew got denied, my dad got denied, and then that denial. He told me that I could go into this room and talk to him, and I told him I did not feel comfortable and that he didn't answer my email, he didn't answer my phone calls, he has failed to hold his boys. They're not men. Men don't beat up women. Real men do not beat up women, disabled women at that, and assault them and record it. Pretty odd. I think there's some dark web stuff going on. I mean, my thoughts are pretty pure and spot on most of the time. So he asks me or tells me that I can go in this room and talk to him, but I can't record. I said I didn't feel comfortable going in the room with him. He storms off saying that I'm being difficult. I said I'm being difficult and left it at that. My question is, would any of you guys go in a room with your First Amendment right to record be denied? You're allowed to record any public official, and Oklahoma is a one-party state, meaning you can audio and video record anyone as long as you give yourself consent, just so you know. And I would suggest to record everything, especially if you are within the court system, because people be lying. And pants on fire, let me tell you. But my question is, would you guys go in a room with a man that you did not trust, who refused to take any action or hold his boys accountable, and who has been not kind to you? Would you go in this room with the monster's ringleader and feel safe? I mean, so there's no conversation to be had. My dad did go and talk to him and told him the truths, and nothing, still nothing. And here we are, over a year later, 20 grand later. I make $29,000 a year, guys. And that's only because I was an RN, trauma RN, and I worked 60 plus hours a week sometimes and missed out on that time with my kids. Now I'm missing out on time with my kids because of my health. They damaged my heart. I'm already disabled from a near fatality motorcycle accident where I had 12 surgeries, 4 bone grafts, a skin graft, and spent extensive time in the hospital and multiple hospital stays. I have chronic infections, chronic inflammation, a bone that's still broken, a rod that can't come out of my tibia because it'll break. And have a metal allergy too, a plate in my foot. I just broke my other foot. I have osteoporosis. I have gastritis. I have a lot of health issues. And now I have cardiac issues and chronic chondritis. I think I'm saying that right, where my rib keeps like popping out and getting inflamed. So they me up, okay? And I don't even need to say I'm an honest person. I know I'm speaking the truth. Maybe you guys should believe the women. Maybe we should be holding law enforcement officers accountable. I mean, why? Peace, love, light. Do the right thing. If you're on a force that's bad, you're not.